All right. Welcome to the Scorched Earth Political Podcast. I'm your host, John. And if you could hit that like and subscribe button, we're trying to do a little thing different here. Usually we have one long form podcast. We're going to try and break it up into different segments. See if you guys like that a little better. Hit it, tell me in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe too. It means a lot to us. And I got to be honest, I kind of felt like this past week I was in a surreal environment. Why do you say that, John? Well, I'm going to tell you. Is because it had been 5 days since Donald Trump had threatened a tariff on somebody. I didn't know, if he was okay. Maybe he was in the Middle East. But man, a week without a Trump tariff is like Joe Biden. But stocks tumbled on Friday after President Trump went back to his old self and threatened to impose a fresh round of tariffs, this time aimed at Apple and the European Union. Hey, you gotta find something, okay? We can't go back to China anymore. We gotta hold them for the middle of June, okay? Let's get that one straight. The S&P fell 39 points, or almost a full point, to close at 5803. The stock market is just really cratering right now. I'm telling you, if they pass this big bill out of the House, there's going to be some serious repercussions on Wall Street and the bond market, but we'll get into that some other time. The NASDAQ shed a whole percent of its total worth just on Friday. President Trump, though, the reason this happened is because he threatened a 50% tariff against the EU. That's basically the conglomeration of all the countries in Europe, except for England. They left Brexit. And then, starting on June 1st, don't have much time to get that cashmere sweater from Scotland, people, and a possible 25% on iPhones produced abroad. You know, we're over 100 days in, and all of a sudden now he's got a problem with Apple. What happened there? How did we get to this point? So Apple, they're dealing with the tariff of 25, 145, whatever it is that day. Whatever he sees in the lottery, he just picks a number, whatever. They decided, well, what we're going to do is integrate our production over to India because they have lower tariff rates. Well, Donald didn't like that. He wants to bring it back to America, which is a noble idea. I do have a problem, though. Why are you guys gutting the Chip and Science Act, which actually formed with TSMC from Taiwan to bring manufacturing of chips back to America? But, oh, sorry, that was under Biden. We can't do that, right? Biden is evil. Yeah. Tell that to the 121,000 workers in the federal force who had their job on January 19th who no longer have it today, right? So Trump is obviously cratering the markets because at the end of the day, think about this honestly. Do you think these tariffs are going to be around in 30, 60, 90 days? No. I don't know. Nobody knows. Not even Donald Trump, right? So are you going to invest billions and billions of dollars manufacturing here that if he decides, well, there's no more tariffs, now all of a sudden, instead of paying somebody $500 a month in China to put the screws in the iPhone, you're going to be paying them, I don't know, a couple $1,000s here in America. Your labor costs went up 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, we're an industrialized country. Let's respect what Barack Obama did when he tried to bring green energy and elevated workforce back to America. Barack Obama was brilliant. He understood that we're not going to be able to compete against the countries that pay their workers $1 an hour. We just aren't going to do that. So he figured out things that we could use with technology, AI, and the Green Revolution to be able to pay our workers more because we were losing manufacturing either way. This whole notion that we're going to bring the manufacturing base back to America, it's just bullshit. It just straight is. Look, I admire it, but the manufacturing we need to be bringing back is high-end items like Boeing jets, submarines, the Defense Department, things like that, high-ticket items. We're never going to be able to compete with Cambodia, Vietnam, India, China on things that cost $1.25 that you find in the Dollar Tree. Jesus criminy. Even our bums wouldn't work for that. Whatever. I'm sorry, politically incorrect. Yeah, right. Hey, this is scorched earth, okay? I'm just telling you, right? So he has said he's going to impose a 50% tariff on the European Union. Obviously, Donnie didn't like the way negotiations were going there, but you knew this was going to take some time. Like we said, they have to do a line item on everything that Europe and the United States manufactures, right? Duh. All right. Well, at least we can rest better this week knowing that Donald Trump went back to his old buddy, his old mistress, the tariff. All right, like and subscribe for more content.